Hello, pal. It's truly great to be celebrating your retirement from National Head Start Board of Directors. Who would have thought 30 years ago when we met that we would reach this point? I can recall all the time, the great times that we had at METS in '83, '84, in terms of our wishes and perhaps your wishes for the National Head Start Association. I think we owe a lot to the METS. Actually, the Head Start community owes a great more to you. But because of your leadership, we were able to establish 4 major things. One, Johnson & Johnson training, Nike training. We were able to move the National Head Start Association from a partying group to one that was one of the premier in terms of child advocacy in this country. Who would have thought after METS and when we met in New Orleans for one of our national conferences and you were staying in one of the Fleabag hotels, one of the hotels that most of us involved in Head Start would not have stayed in at that time. But I think that was a sign to me that your commitment to quality, your commitment to the cause was greater than your concern about where you stayed or any status, and that has always stuck with me. When directors from some of the largest programs were staying in the Marriott and the Westin and the best of hotels, the best that New Orleans had to offer, you came every morning from this little Fleabag, rat-infested, bed-bug-infested room to spend your time with us. And I want to thank you for all that you've done, for the commitments that you've made to Head Start. We have several pictures here that I'd like to show that sort of traces our development from METS 1, 2, and 3 to where the National Head Start Association became a great advocacy group rather than a partying group, or rather than a time when programs and individuals got together to have a good time. We actually took care of business. We actually began to set an agenda in this country that would help and benefit not only children and families, but all Head Start programs. And to you, we owe that, and I really appreciate what you've done. If you look at these pictures, these folks here who are in METS and under your leadership will begin to develop that association that means a lot to us. As we did that and as we became more and more powerful, you can look at this, one of the fine feasts that we had during that time, these lobster claws, and I think that there stimulated Clinton Murphy to end our contract, or end Texas Tech contract in terms of developing METS. But it was wonderful. We had great leaders to come from METS, and the best leader of all were you, my friend. Thank you for all that you've done.